And Dr. Rob is here from the Big Sky Pet Center, and we're talking about something pretty serious, pet strangulation. How often does it happen?
You know, I probably see at least a case a year, so I think as a veterinary community we see this quite often. Most of us want to keep identification on our pets, and so these collars are used a lot. They have their rabies tags on there and identification and call this number if they're lost. But unfortunately, pets like to play with each other, and they'll get their mouth tangled inside this, and then there's a sense of a panic, and all of a sudden that turns into a catastrophe. So we usually talk to people about not using collars, especially if they're not going to be around. They can get them hung up on cage doors and all kinds of different articles in the house, so it's not just from playing with each other type thing. So these can turn
maybe
serious.
Rather than putting the leash on the collar, just put the whole thing on when it's time to go somewhere? Is that what you're suggesting?
Yeah, so when it comes time to travel, then that's the time to put it on. They don't have to wear these things all the time. That's, I think, where microchipping really comes in play, because everyone's like, well, how is anyone going to know who my dog is, or my cat for that matter? Cats are very, cat collars are very good about having a breakaway or an elastic component to them. It's harder with dogs because you want to control them as you're walking and things like that.
Good point. And Ed's not just going to snack here.
Yeah,
There's a story behind this potato
There
chip
is,
bag.
and this is something I haven't come into experience with, but there is a lot of reports of snack bags and leftover potato chip bags and that type of thing. Either dogs getting into the trash or getting them off the counter. They get their head in these things, and that can lead to suffocation. It's become more and more common as far as reports. So just making people aware that something as simple as that can become really
Never
serious.
even thought about that. So that's a good tip to keep those in a safe trash can where dogs can't get into. All right, well, everyone, think about these things. If you have a dog or cat at home, we want them to be safe too. Well, Dr. Rob, I thank you so much.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.